Well, little Tahoe looks like he's alright this morning. Mama hasn't stood up since I've been in the barn. Not chewing her cud. Don't know. Get her temp took here in a while and see what's happening. I mean, I'm 99.9% sure it was nothing from calving. I mean, if so, she'd have been gone by now. Should be anyway. At least we would have seen something showing. Which leaves something with that infection or abscess. Or God knows what. Now, she's decided she doesn't care for me, so if I go in there, she'll probably get up and walk away. I gave her a little grain this morning. I gave her some of the calf's grain. Not very much, because I don't want to give her a gut ache. She just laid there. It's actually, see where the hay is in the feeder, it's right in that hole, I think. She watched me put it there and really didn't care. But on the flip of that, I mean, her eyes are bright, her ears are up, for the most part. The calf just moved, so she just moved her ears. She's watching him. So, yeah, we got a little butt scratcher to figure out. She's gotten all kinds of stuff to help make her guts work. She's got stuff for pain. At this point, with the worms we had at this point, she shouldn't have a reinfection that's bad enough to do anything if there is any. And pretty sure that dark spot's some calf poop, which looks a little runny though. Although it could be from her, and if it's that dark, yeah, it could mean she's got a little blood somewhere in her guts. By the looks of that. No, really haven't seen a definite poop from her since she calved, but they can hide in the straw, and down below hasn't been spread. So we just got to figure it out. And water's been off since she calved, and she's got what, 1.5 inches out of that trough, 100-gallon trough, so she hasn't had much water. I don't know. May end up having to call the vet for her anyway. Well, that's what I kind of like to see right there. I came in and she got up and she actually let me get close enough that she could sniff my hand. And I'm wiggling a little because I'm scratching on her butt. And yeah, the Oogie stuff up there, that's bag balm that Ty put on because, little scaly stuff with between the rain and treating for the lice and everything else. There's a few of them like that. And she's actually mowing on it. And he's gotten up and moved. I'm pretty sure he's probably about starving to death. Ty's getting some stuff to give the cow. And imagine she should be making his bottle too. But I don't know that she's been up since I went to bed last night. And I was wondering, since she hasn't eaten much or drank much, I was wondering about whether she actually had anything in her. Whee! Right there. She did that when she got up. There ain't much. But the consistency that it come out the backside at, and the color, That don't look too bad to me. I am kind of wondering about him though, because that's just not really the color and consistency you like to see. I don't think it's from overeating. Oh, tongue's going to start going. He thinks it's time to eat. And yeah, I know he's been up because the only way he would get from there and facing that way to there and facing that way is if he got up and walked around earlier. I went in to the trailer a little bit ago and get rid of my coffee cup and looked in the camera and I couldn't see him, and I'm like, well, I should have been able to see him in the camera. Right there, we can't, because it's right there where the funny colored light is. So it just kind of misses. You all right, bud? You started, then you quit. There you go. Yeah, you could use some groceries. He's still a little out of whack in his rear end. Ty's been all worried about one leg being bowed. Are they straightened? I don't know that we bowed it trying to get him out. I think it was bowed when he was in there. And I think it's straighter. I think. But won't even know that in another week or two. Will we, buddy? Huh? Will we? Will we? Say hi? Hey, I gotta line you up with the, yeah, I know you're hungry. You can't eat my camera. No, you can't eat me either. Vicious. See, young land sharks. It's instinct. Look who just finished his bottle. Yeah, was it good? Yeah. Whiskey, do you belong in there at the moment? Thank you, Wes. There we go. And I'm reasonably sure that black poop that was there was his, but while he was eating, he pooped again, and it looked much better. Looked more like he had milk in his tummy and not something else, so that makes me wonder if she does got something besides milk in her udder, because usually black poop like is where he just walked there, right between his hind feet there. That's more indicative of having blood. Well, she had a little blood in her udder, and he ate it. Probably be about the same as if he had an internal bleed. So anyway, I'm gonna sneak her some oat hay and see if that helps her out too. This is our only bale left over from when we got a couple from Maury a while back. And there it goes. A little earlier than I thought they were going to be. Thought they'd be this afternoon, but that's okay. Ty was just going through a few things in the shop, and well, seed for next time. Hey, buffalo. Such a big boy. We were talking this morning, Ty and I were. The neighbor across the road gets 2 steers every year, and we usually, hopefully Buffalo's going to be big enough. He usually gets some bigger ones. And we were talking buffalo, since he's a pretty friendly little shite. And by the way, we just fed that bale there yesterday. That's how much they're going through at that rate. They may or may not be empty tomorrow. Anyway, we thought about buffalo and Tahoe for him. And he babies them. If we give him a couple that are real friendly to begin with. And speaking of Tahoe, he's up here. And I gotta wonder about her. She ate her grain I gave her this morning. And she got some electrolytes, a couple other things, some more vitamin B to perk her up. But, you know, now she's laying down there again. Gave her a flake of good oat hay there. And a flake there, because those were kind of two spots where she was eating. I think it looks like she nosed through the grass hay again. I don't know that she's touched that yet. No, I don't know. Doing what we can anyway, and she's not running a temp yet. It hasn't dumped, and she's not running a temp, so we're keeping a close eye on that. So, anyway, go back and help Ty go through some stuff. Maybe tomorrow I'll have some money from some scrap. We'll find out. Hopefully there's enough there. He asked him if he thought it felt heavy enough, and it feels like a pretty good load, so it should be. I don't think he's overloaded, but it should be a good load anyway. It's going to be a pain in my ass from doing fairly decent this morning to being bloated after lunch. We just relieved some of the bloat with a tube. And we really don't deal with bloat. You know, over 60 years right here, and we've had 2 bloats that whole time. One was a bull we had just before we got Dino and Bam Bam, and now her. And then, why is she bloated? I got some ideas that aren't good. She's also running the temperature now. So, but that'll be here in a couple hours anyway, I guess. That's what he's hoping for. Not like we had a clinic we can take them to, like some of you have to do. And I don't know how you do it.
She wouldn't make it.
Yeah, she never survived the trip. She ain't strong enough. And we've always had vets do farm calls. I mean, most of them don't have any place to put them. 'Tis that time of day. Calves all gathered up here underneath a little bit of roof. Cows all standing out there taking it. Vet should be here literally any minute. So, and we relieved that cow earlier. Got a tube in her gut. Looks like 241 is going to be first again. What do you know? Relieved her quite a bit. Laying there giving her calf some loves a little bit ago, and I just went in and checked again, and the calf got up and is laying down below her now. So, old lady's second. Thought she might get ahead of the pack. They'll be upset because there ain't much good hay. Just thought they'll get over it. We're almost out of the straw anyway, but I want to keep the better hay as long as we can. They'll probably get a bale of good hay tomorrow. See if they'll work on that straw bale too. You ain't going out on pasture, sweetheart. No. We haven't checked fence. We haven't got all the brush out of the fields from flooding. Haven't got the limbs off the wires. But if you notice, the water's up. Yay. So, anyway, I can get back over to the other barn. Like I said, he's going to be here any minute. See what we can do with that cow, and hopefully be alright. Fingers crossed. See how time goes. Maybe finish the video up with her, maybe not. So if not, hope y'all had a good Monday. Obviously it was an effing Monday, right? And hope y'all have a great Tuesday. Thanks for watching. Ty's trying to get her in here. Buffalo's mommy. Yeah. She was going to leave her and her calf in. She kind of had mastitis started again in that left front. So you give her a shot of Nuflor for that. Said they found that it's been working with that pretty good. So that's the story on her. And the other one, she's got a bunch of meds and a bunch of vitamins down her throat. About, I don't know, at least 5 or 6 shots. But since this little girl's going to be in a while anyway, she don't need to be in with the 2-year-olds. She is going to go over with that other cow and give her some company. Give the calf some company.
So Dad's going to.
And go from there. Sorry, but I gotta get me a gate holder. Thought the best thing for this is if the manure is deep enough,
Buffy, come on.
stick a pitchfork in. Oh, come on, Mom.
You're not as little as you used to be, Dad.
Buffalo's getting to be pretty big. He is a chunk. When she just got him in here, there was another calf, that 111J calf, and he makes him look like a scrawny little twerp. So, look at that bugger. He is thick. Come on, Mama. Not that way. Right on through, Mom. Yeah, we're going to get you one of them Canadian length videos yet. Well, that's all right if you come this way. She just can't get in there. You can't go in this way. Hey. Not over the bike. Go right back out the hole you came in. Follow your baby. Follow your baby. I don't know why some of them gotta take detours or swing their butt out and knock things down so I can't get through. Knock just about everything over on the way through. But hey, there we go. And now we'll see if that brings her spirits up a little bit. Sure ain't gonna hurt the calf to have a playmate. So that's pretty much all I know today. We're gonna call it a day then.
I hope so she survives.
Thanks for watching again.